been a week for me, an emotional week, spending with the loved ones and family. Funny enough that the path has led me to the stadium where it all starts, If I had to script it myself, I don't think I would have scripted it any better to make my first, call up at the stadium where I played my first football game for the team that I played my first game for. So very blessed and very honored to have this privilege. First person I spoke to was my wife. Reaction, I couldn't believe it. Funny enough, as I said before in my interviews before this, I said the same thing, like I can only control my performances, and ultimately the decision lies with the coach. And as we all respect, the coach has done a magnificent job. And when I saw my name there for the first time officially, I was very emotional. I don't want to say it aloud, but I had to choke back a few tears, because it's a very special moment for me. It's a big achievement for me personally, and I'm just so grateful for it. Look, to have your first call up at the age of 33, for me, it's an incredible feat. Only thing I would like to say is that it's never over until you decide it's over. Ultimately, everyone's got their own journey to follow and their own path to lead. And the only thing I can say is never to give up. If it happens for me at the age of 33, anything is possible for any youngster at any club in the league or, let's say, around the world. It's just to continue working hard and believing in yourself. I think for me personally, the only thing that kept me going was the belief in myself, ultimately. Because the one thing about football is, coaches, they come and go at your club level, and that's something you have to deal with. But ultimately, it's the belief that you have in yourself that determines how far you're going to go in the sport. And I think, to answer your question, that's the only thing that kept me going all these years, from club to club, not being viewed as the number one, and eventually, finding the place Stellenbosch where now, people can see and view me in a different light. Hence, I'm sitting where I'm sitting today. Funny enough, first things first, being here is one step for me. I've got a lot to learn at this level. So coming into the camp, the only thing I can do is trying to learn as much as possible. It's also experience as much as possible. If that were the case, ultimately, Coach Hugo's got the decision on team selection. And me personally, have to give credit to Ronwen. Honestly, he's the big dog here, and rightfully so. He's done the bits on the field, so respect to him. But I'm just here to play my part, to do the best of my ability, to learn as much as possible. And if that day were to come in Cape Town or any other day, then I'd have to stand up and be present.